hi, it's Kevin here from Happy Beard Games, and you're watching the Video Game Power Hour, only on Happy Beard Games.
You're playing with power.
What's up, everybody? It's Kevin here from Happy Beard Games, and this is the Video Game Power Hour. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be playing the game Excitebike on the Nintendo NES. And by the way, guys, I've never actually played this copy of Excitebike. I never actually played it on the NES. I played it on the Virtual Console, and I recently purchased it for the NES, actually almost last year. But we're going to play it today. So let's check out this nice, simple, casual, unscripted playthrough of a little bit of what Excitebike has to offer on the Nintendo NES. And by the way, guys, this is played on the original hardware, with an original controller, with the original game pack. Alright, let's get started with some Excitebike! Alright, I love that Excitebike theme. Now we've got design, where you can design a track, a very iconic feature of Excitebike. But we're going to try Selection A. I'm not sure what Game B or Selection B is. It's probably a harder difficulty, so we'll start with A first. And we've got Challenge Race. This is a racing game where you ride on dirt bikes, motorcycles, all that good stuff. You can tell I'm not too familiar with this. We got track number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and of course we've got the custom track you can design your own. So let's go to number 1. Here we go. Now, I haven't played this in a while. The last time I played this was on the 3DS, the 3D remake of this, so let's see how we do. I know you gotta dodge, and there's an emphasis on tilting the bike, which I'll show you a little more in a second. See, I can push back on the D-pad to do a wheelie, and you actually have to kinda... It's actually a key point of the gameplay. You've gotta focus on, like that, you kinda gotta pull up on the jumps. It's really a neat mechanic. It really is, and for the NES, it makes it a standout game. I know I played Excite Truck a lot on the Wii, and that was a lot of fun. That incorporated much of the same mechanics as this game did. Assuming the B button is brake, I could be wrong, let's find out. I don't know. Is it speed up or brake? I'm trying to figure that out, because I don't want it to cause me any problems. I think it's... I don't know, I can't really tell. We're just gonna keep trucking. So I'm holding both buttons, I'm just kinda like... get a feel for the gameplay. I don't think there's any other racers on this first track. Maybe you have to qualify first, like a pole position. This is a really fun game, guys. This is one of the early NES games that still holds up as a fun game. Oh yeah! It's a new record. Try the next track. I got first place ranking, and I got my best time is 1:24. There we go. I still don't see any other drivers. So, this is a solo timed race. Just keep going with it. This is really fun. I'm not sure if this is the same track or not. It looks like it might be. Okay, there's those little arrows on the ground. I think those might speed you up, but I could be wrong. Maybe not. Maybe not. I went over that last one and didn't seem to do anything. You can go faster if you do that jump thing, which I just did a few times. It does make little sound effects that give you good indication. That's something that not only Nintendo, but a lot of these classic arcade games are good at. They give you a good indication, or at least the good games do, they give you a good indication on what you're doing, because of course the graphics are so limited that, you know, you might not fully understand what you're playing the first time you play it. So when you get these little sound clips, they actually help you indicate and get a feel if you're doing something right. You know what I mean? Certain things like that keep you going in video games. Okay, I'm probably doing terrible, but I came in first last time, so I mean, I can't be doing that bad. Okay, now we're slowing down. I'm gonna book it. I'm gonna push both buttons. We're going to plaid. Did I really? Oh, okay. I thought I got the same time as last time. I actually did better than last time. Pretty cool. I guess that was a slightly different track. So now we're on. Well, no. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, this is different. This is way different. It's like a night race. Now, there's been multiple Excitebike games throughout the years. I'm curious to see if Nintendo does anything new with them for the Nintendo Switch. Because this game actually could be really cool. If they did a few slight things, they could make this game awesome. This game series awesome. Oh, we crashed. Come on, Kevin, get back in the game. But I'm saying, like, things like online multiplayer. And, like, just give it some good focus. Like, don't just make it an eShop thing. Make it, like a big, maybe not a huge budget game, but, like, give it some decent effort. Like, Excite Truck on Wii was really fun. I'd like to see something like that, but maybe we'll go back to the bikes. Excite bikes, and then bring it online or do something unique with it that I can't even think of. It's getting harder. I don't really know how to get up these big hills very well. I'm not sure. Wait, does select do anything? Select? No. Start. Pause. Let's get out of there. I just got all these ideas for, like, when I play this game, like how I could envision it being in the current gen of video games. I know there was actually quite a few Excitebikes on the Nintendo Wii generation, but then I don't think there was anything for the Wii U as far as I remember. Because there was an eShop Excitebike, there was Excitebots and Excite Truck. And on 3DS there was the 3D remake of this, which was actually really, really hard on the eyes because, well, once you got used to it, it was good, but it was actually, like, really cool looking. Okay, here we go. I don't know how you get the other guys in here. I thought they came in faster. Maybe the one that I played on the 3DS was slightly different. Because maybe it was the arcade version. Because I know there's Excitebike Versus, like some of the NES Versus arcades. Like there's a Goonies Versus, I think. Like the Goonies NES, but it's like the Goonies Versus. It's an arcade. I think there's an Excitebike Versus. But I'm not sure which one I've played before, because I only played, once again, the downloadable kind. This is pretty cool. Whoa, swivel. Well, I don't really mind racing by myself. Oh, those are little bumps. I thought I could jump off of them. Maybe I can, but I don't know. See, I don't mind racing against myself too much. Actually, in some games like Mario Kart, I prefer the time trial sometimes. But, wow, that was a big topple over. We're okay. We're okay. We're alright here on Nintendo. And, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. But, yeah, I don't know. By the way, guys, you know I'm talking about Excite Truck and the other Excitebike games a lot? Just to let you know, I've never played Excitebike 64, and Excite Truck is one of my most played Wii games. It was actually one of my launch title games that I picked up when I got the console. So I played that one a lot. Oh, I love that. There's that wheelie at the end. Yeah! Oh no, we got a really bad ranking on this track. Game over. I guess you get a game over if you start to do bad. There's no, like, try again or anything like that. There might be certain NES games if you hold down B and push start, you can continue. But we're just gonna skip over to design mode. No, I actually bought this game pack on GameStop.com, I believe. I'm pretty sure I got it on GameStop. So, I got this. Let's see if there's anything loaded on here that I can load. Loading. That's something you don't usually see on an NES game. A really long loading screen. I mean, I think Final Fantasy had some loading. Like some of the games that actually have save data on them. But this doesn't seem like a save data pack, so I'm surprised you could even save your tracks on it. So, I'm supposed to wait for this? Or, I guess it is loading. I mean, huh. Well, sure is boring around here. Wait, is this really supposed to go this long, or did my NES freeze up? Because sometimes my NES freezes up, but usually it's a little more apparent. I think it's just actually loading. We might have to get up and hit the reset button. Okay, I'll give it like 10 seconds before we reset it. But I don't want to reset it when it's loading, because then I might mess it up. No, it'll be fine. It's Nintendo. Come on. Okay, let's go reset the system. Okay, so loading didn't seem to work. I guess play mode A and play mode B are where you play the track that you've designed, and then you can save load and I guess reset something. I don't know what that means really. And then you can go to design the track. So I just want to show you briefly. This is how you design the track. I've only done it like a couple of times on the handheld, on the 3DS remake of this game. But let's see what we got here. You've got a lot of things you can do here. It's really cool because I think this is one of the first level or like game creation things that they give you in a video game to play around with of all time. Like I don't know any other games before this that really did this in this way. I mean, this has been copied in multiple different racing games, things like Tony Hawk. They all have these level editors, and they're a lot of fun to play with in pretty much any game that you can think of. But I don't know what that does. Clear. Okay, so each letter, I guess, is a different type of track. I thought they'd be categories for a second, but they're not. So we've got S, looks like that. That looks really cool. Q, I guess you click on it. Q, it looks like that. P, let's just get an idea of what all we've got to deal with here. N looks like a straight track. Oh, you've got the those little arrows down there, which I think are supposed to speed you up somehow, but maybe you have to do a wheelie. I'm thinking maybe you like do a wheelie on your bike to go faster on that, but I could be wrong. I wasn't able to figure that out exactly today. We've got these different kinds of jumps. This one looks more like a jump. The other one's reversed. We've got that one, that one, that one. Yeah, and then we've got end and clear. There's end. Laps. You can choose how many laps you want, I guess. I'll get down to 1. Let's go back to design because I didn't mean to exit it. I just want to set up a couple things. So there's the finish. And I guess it just continues on as you go. I don't see any way to scroll back and forth between the level, but maybe you can. How do you scroll back and forth? Oh, okay, you push A like you're driving. That's really cool. Okay, so I don't know where the finish is going to end up, but I wanted to add this guy. This thing that was the most interesting thing in the game to me. If you ever played Mario Kart 8, there's a downloadable, or I guess it's not downloadable in the deluxe version, it's included, but there's a downloadable Excitebike level on it, and they have some of these custom track designs in it set at random, so you always get a different track. As far as I know, you always get a different track every time you play the Excitebike level on Mario Kart 8. Really cool, Nintendo, really cool. That was a good throwback. I'm just kind of throwing in random stuff. Let's get some of those jumps in here. If they're around here. Yeah, like these guys. And I'm not sure how long this is, but this track, we need some parts that are just plain straight. There's no turns in it, but you are actually going around a track. I think they're implying that you go around a track, but it just looks like a straight line. You know what I mean? Because it's Nintendo and it's side-scrolling. Okay, let's end this, and let's just check it out briefly. Oh, when you push end, it ends the finish line. Wow, so you can make these really long tracks. I didn't realize that. That's cool. Let's, why don't we save it? Let's just play it. Press start. Here we go, Nintendo! Excitebike! I'm excited. Doing wheelies. See if I can figure this game out a little more. See, I got some grassy areas. Got it there. That was cool. See, I like those things that go up. Like, it looks like you have 2 ways you can go. You can go up on the top, or you can go down lower. I like that variation. You can see I put a lot of those in there. So we got that. That's pretty cool. Oh, I jumped right over that one. I kind of wanted to grab one of those little speed up things and see if I could figure it out, but we already finished. Cool. Yeah. My best time, and I guess you could keep track of how good you did on your own tracks as well. Really cool, really fun. And you could probably like if you had a friend over, you could take turns designing tracks and playing each other's tracks to see like who could make like the best one to either stop your friend or the best one who could get the best times on the tracks that you created. Pretty cool game. Alright guys, that was it for Excitebike today on Happy Beard Games Video Game Power Hour. This has been Kevin, playing some Excitebike for you today. If you'd like to see these videos in a longer fashion, closer to an hour instead of just a joke about an hour, let me know that in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more classic gaming goodness on Happy Beard Games. Alright guys, bye!